Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. I'm on vacation right now, so I want to make a quick video. I apologize for Friday's video may have been distorted a bit with my computer updates and things got thrown off. So hopefully this one's a lot better. So we're going to go through SPX on the daily, SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, and Tesla. Okay, we're going to keep this pretty compact and show exactly what, starting next week, what we should see if price is going to be that bullish or that bearish. Okay, things should start to break up or break down pretty soon here, and it really does appear that price action has broken to the upside. So I kind of disagree with that so far, but I'll tell you when I'll jump on the bandwagon right now. So today's Sunday, February 16th, 2025. So welcome traders. We usually do these intraday. So if you want to get to the intraday videos, consider becoming a YouTube member. It's 99 cents. We have a Discord, trade alerts and such. So we're bearish bias. We've been for a long time. Clearly this has been a long consolidation. I think it's been over 3 months. And so I put on my screen, stock market crash over and over and over. So everybody's saying, hey, you're bear. Yes, I'm leaning bearish until right here, until those are the 1929 trend line. Okay, if you want to see it, I've been putting these on like every single video in the past, so you can check those out. Now the turquoise one is 2008 to 2021, a recent top there, and both in confluence. So simply this, okay? We did not get in SPY. We got a brand new all-time high. All right, SPX we did not. I think that next week we'll probably eke that out, but neither here nor there. This is my bull bear line at this point, okay? And what we should see on SPY in particular is, because of this, it would be a wave one into a wave two. And, you can argue that the wave two could get bigger, but it's too complex, okay? Wave twos are pretty simple typically. Then wave two should be done here. We regain those moving averages, and we really should start seeing an impressive move to the upside. And so this would be another lesser degree wave one into wave two, where wave three should continue to move to the upside. So I do believe that if this is a bear flag right here, and it's better on the 65-minute, but you can draw that as a bull flag. I don't know if I said bull or bear. This should hold going into next week. All right, that's where the 8 EMA, it's our trend indicator. The trend indicator, when you're in a wave three, for example, should never really break. Okay, so we got back above it. It should pull back test here, if you even get a pullback, and then continue the journey to the upside, breaking this trend line. And at that point, I have no other choice but to really focus on those individual names that have some potential to the upside. And that's where I'm going to bring Tesla and Nvidia and kind of show you what the scenarios should look like. If not, this will be a failed flag here. We break down, and especially this trend line here, that's our bearish rising wedge. And then we have a true breakdown, and I think this move is over, pushing off of those historical trend lines, okay? So that's where I'm leaning. That's where I'm at until we get above there. So that's just the simple version on SPY and what that should look like. And, well, I'll go over to SPY now. That's what that should look like. And this megaphone price action should continue to play out. So this is a better look right here. We just missed that trend line. If I use the wicks here, I don't have to use the wicks. It could just reverse right off there. But I think that it's most likely that maybe we gap up on Tuesday or so, something like that. But I think that SPX needs to get a new high, very similar to SPY. Now, next week is options expiration. So there's going to be a wild week. Be prepared. And again, so if you're bullish, if the price action is bullish, it should hold this flag right where the 8 EMA, and it should continue to use that 8 EMA to the upside for wave 3. Wave 3 of 3 at that, okay? And then a breakdown from there would be a fake break of this flag, and we should see a continued big move to the downside because of false breaks, okay? QQQ. And well, you know, let's go ahead and take a look. What if this ends up breaking to the upside? Where are those targets? All right, so we're going to have this correction right here, and then we're going to have retracements, right? So from the top of that correction to the bottom, you're going to have some targets up top here. Now, these aren't perfect. I'll show those later on if price breaks up there. But you have about 618 would be your first major target. Now, that shouldn't really slow anything down, right? Because this is wave 3. I think price gets to the 630, about 630, before you have any real either correction or the end of this move here. So that's what we'll be looking at. And this would just continue to be a bearish rising wedge to the upside, and we'll be looking for that after the targets reach up here. Maybe we make it all the way back up to the top of the trend line here. Okay. All right, so that's kind of in a nutshell what we should be looking for on SPY. QQQ, and I'm going to keep this one simple. I'm not going to give targets as such. But this had a range breakout here and this downtrend. So again, this 8 EMA should not be breached, at least for long, and especially this 20 moving average here. That's going to be our trend indicator. So price action could break down here and hold this supposed flag megaphone that has already broken out, right? So that should hold, and that should continue to move higher at that point and make all-time highs. All right, that's as simple as that. Keep it simple. Now, on Tesla. Okay, Tesla, first of all, we'll look at the traditional look here. Now, on this traditional look, we had this this breakdown, huge correction here. We broke out from a massive move here. And if you remember, you know exactly that we've been bullish on this. We're looking for a bullish move here in this situation, right? So this was a necessary pullback, and I'll show you exactly where we were looking for that. But we had the descending triangle, it broke down. And, you know, if Tesla's the true predictor of the market, then we should make new highs, and the market should also go higher than those 1929 and 2000 trend lines, right? So we've been looking at this as being a big old A, B, and then a C wave where there's 5 waves in the C. And that would be an ending diagonal where the 3-wave move up for 1, 2, 3-wave move up for 3, and a 3-wave move down for 4 here. We'll be looking for a new high, okay? I'm not going to give the targets and everything. You can check those out in the members video. But this would look more like, as a bullish point of view, a flag at this point. So to keep this very simple with Tesla, this should break out from the flag. All right, now there is a bearish scenario here. So the market should pull back somewhat, okay? You know, just to get that next wave started. Just a couple points. So this was our lows. First of all, we had a 50% retracement of this wave 3, pulled right back to it. There's other targets that were involved there as well, and we were oversold extremely with Tesla. So clearly we should at least have gotten a bounce there. So on the bullish aspect, we should probably hold this 50%. If we pull back a little bit, going into next week, right? On SPY and QQQ, they hold their 8 EMA there. Well, this one's pushing against 8 EMA, a little bit bearish, but should probably hold that 100 moving average and this 50% retracement at 335 as a higher low. All right, just making some new market structure. Now, at that point, you should have a nice large move at that point. And if you break out from that downtrend, from that flag price action, that's our breakout, and we should see higher prices from there. So that's a bullish aspect. Now, what if Tesla makes a new low? Okay. Now, I still think that Tesla's probably going to get some sort of bounce, maybe a larger bounce or so. But now I think we're really starting to get peculiar in looking at, because right now this is an ABC for an A, ABC for a B, and then a 5-wave move down. You can't really see in, the 5-wave total here, but that would now make me think on the bear bias that this is an ABC for 1, ABC for 2, ABC for 3, 4, 5, even if it just ekes out a point, below here, a cent, then I think that's likely just a pullback in a downtrend, and we're going to see Tesla go lower, and you're going to see the fake break on SPY and QQQ. So that is the only thing that will change my bias if we get a new low here at this point. Okay. Now, I know some people could argue that there's already a little ABC in there, and this it could be a wave 1 and a wave 2 pullback here. So we can always keep that in mind. It's speculation when you're talking about Elliott wave. If you go down to 65, you can already say that it has taken place. Okay. But that would even secure it, in my opinion. Okay, so on Nvidia, in a real simple sense, should break out from this bull flag, right? And then we should go higher. This is extended. We have negative divergence. I think we get a pullback here no matter what. Now, do we come back to the 200 moving average? That should hold if we even make it down there, right? You have this 8 EMA and moving averages going sideways. We get down to here. This should hold for a higher low. And then you should get a burst of a move after that, okay? Just keep it simple. Now, if this breaks back down, that's neither here. It should be really, really bearish at that point, okay? And we have earnings coming up, and so that could change everything. So you got to be careful about that. But in a sense, all that we're looking at is whether this is the top here, and you had an A, an expanded B, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move down for C, where this move is over, into a maybe a 1, 2 setup, or just an ending diagonal where this 1, 2, 3, and then 4 was a big expanding flat, and then we start to get a new set of waves. But we need to make market structure to the upside. Okay, all we have right now is just a direct move. We need to see a pullback and then a wave up. Okay, now if the top is in, this is the top. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're just looking for retracements. This could be a 618 retracement where this is an A, we get a pullback for B, and we only make it to maybe the top of the flag, or the 786, where that would be a wave C. Correction is done, and we continue much lower, much faster. Okay, we'll see what earnings bring there. But that's just in a nutshell what kind of situation we should see here in the overall market. Now, I didn't mention that I was going to do the VIX, but let's just go ahead and look at the VIX real quick. So the VIX, right at that downtrend, we talked about it on Friday, but I don't know if it was clear. As a matter of fact, I'll bring back up what I showed on Friday. So if you bring up the weekly, you had this wedge that broke down. Okay, we broke out of the wedge, extreme breakout, and we're just moving sideways. And in this range, we're at the bottom of the range right now, but we're making a higher low. Okay. So this, and you still have some room in this weekly time frame for this to come down a little bit more if price action needs to. But on the daily, you don't see it like that as well. So you see spikes that are happening in and out. So it's super volatile. And this trend line is just going to be a range. So a closer look at it was you have a low here, and this is a nice breakout move from this downtrend line here. And then we're just making some sort of consolidation. And we have this possible pennant or flag right here. So we have a confluence of support that price action's at right now. All right, so next week should be a pretty big telling of a clue of what's happening. This needs to continue to break this pennant or flag, whatever you want to call it, because we have our pole here. We have a nice low, and we want to see this hold. If you're a bear in this to be a large move to the upside, all right? So that's what we're looking for. That's it. That's all I have to show. I will continue to update you probably on Tuesday. I don't think I'm going to do anything else on Monday. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes and subscribe, and we will talk to you in the next video.